What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Years ago, if you called someone just a mixtape rapper, it'd be looked at as a sign of disrespect. But for someone like Curren, he's kind of taken that whole idea to a new level. He puts out mixtapes way more than he puts out albums. And he's always consistent. That's the one thing that everybody should love about Curren. He's consistent. I think this is his maybe third or fourth project of the year and his second album, which is rare because his last album prior to this year was The Stone Immaculate in 2013 under Atlantic Records. Then he dropped Pilot Talk 3 earlier this year, and now he's back with Canal St Confidential, and it's under Atlantic Records again. The one thing that I loved about the album is the consistency with the production from Purps, who's a part of the 808 Mafia. He does the first 4 records, then he does Winning featuring Wiz Khalifa, and he does Boulders. And I gotta say, listening to those 6 records, I felt like this could have been just the EP. Because all the best songs are produced by Purps. He's probably like the main reason why I like the project. Not to say anything bad about the other records, but they just didn't move me as much. A record like What's Up featuring K Camp is just kind of there. Bottom of the Bottle with August Alsina and Lil Wayne is like the closest we've seen Curren try to hit like a mainstream level in a long time. This is not a song that you would find on a Curren mixtape. But because it's under Atlantic Records, I think he made this record kind of like that. But again, it's not a bad record, but it's not like a record that I'd expect from Curren. I wouldn't expect him to take off with this record, especially with a Lil Wayne feature in 2015. This is not one of Lil Wayne's better features this year. He's had much better. But like I said, I feel like this could have just been an EP with Purps. Maybe even, just have Purps do the whole thing. I don't know if they have more collaborations stashed away, but it definitely would have had more of a consistent vibe. And I think Currency's good with, working with just like one producer from time to time. But the one record that I really liked the most was probably Winning, because it shows the progress. It doesn't just like talk about how Wiz and Currency are sitting here, making millions and being happy with life and all this stuff. It shows the struggle. I remember one of the things that Currency was talking about, how they were trying to find some scramble to find some change just so they could eat in 2009, and now 6 years later here they are, both of them making I don't know if Currency's making millions, but he's making enough to survive off of. And so is Wiz. Wiz is making a lot more. And I feel like this record is a good preview for what's to come with 2009. Currency he took over Complex Music's Twitter, and one of the questions that was asked was, what's the status of 2009? And he said that it'll come out in August of 2016. I don't know if that's going to stick or nothing, but I'm glad to hear an update on it, because I was wondering about it, throughout the year as well. So that was one of the things that I liked about the album. The only record out of those 6 that I keep coming back to that I didn't like was Speed, because it feels unfinished. It feels like Currency maybe wanted another feature, or he just didn't want to write another verse, because there's over a minute of extra instrumental. And that's kind of a rare thing for hip-hop. Whenever a song comes out like that, most of the time it's because it's unfinished. And I feel like even though this is on a completed album, it still comes off as an unfinished track. But like I said, Currency's mixtapes are always better than his albums, but there's always some gems on the album as well. And like I said, the records with Purps are the ones that really stand out to me. I feel like they should collaborate a lot more in the future. And I have 2 questions now for you guys as the audience to spark the conversation and discussions below. First off, do you think Currency and Lil Wayne make good collaborations still? Obviously we had, Where the Cash At, we had My House, those days when they were on Young Money. There's a record called Money, Drugs, Bitches, Liquor that never leaked, and I'm still mad about it because we heard that record in full on the Young Money on the Bus series. If you've ever seen that, if you haven't, YouTube it. It's really good. We got all the other records, but that was the one record that I found. I was like, man, this is good. I want to hear this. And then Curren left. He never put it out, so that's that. But, you know, do they still make good collaborations? They did the Poppin' freestyle on No Ceilings 2. They did Bottom of the Bottle. And I know they did one other one that DJ Drama had put out either last year or the year before that. It was just, I think it was a remix or something. So, do they still make good collaborations together in your eyes? And my second question, did you enjoy the album? I talked about, you know, how I felt about the album. Did you enjoy it? Did you find it to be up to par with his mixtapes? Let me know in the comment section below. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share the video. Follow me on Twitter at SermonsDomain. As always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.